Quick turnaround. Emphasis on training this week. Anything looking to carry over into the weekend?
I think just solidify what we do well. That's the most important thing. There's certain things in the last game that maybe we weren't sharp on in that final third, where we've been excellent before, and just making sure the guys understand that and where we need to be sharp, where we need to be quick, where we need to be explosive. And if we do that, I think we have success coming this weekend.
Yeah. What kind of challenges does Ottawa present?
Yeah, they're a team that's a little bit similar to Valor in many ways. They're comfortable sitting in a low block and playing on the counter attack. They're very good at doing that. They showed that yesterday in Halifax as well in the game, and conceding quite a bit of possession to Halifax and looking for their moments. And they have players up front that they're quick, not only off the ball but especially on the ball. And I think that always poses an issue to teams.
You mentioned after last game about passing the ball into a block, something you guys don't want to do, and you thought maybe you did a little too much last game. Can you just maybe explain to some of the fans what that means about passing the ball into a block?
Yeah, I think when defenders aren't shifting, there's no need to pass the ball. We need to make sure that defenders are shifting out of positions and we have them moving. It's always important to have defenders thinking about a couple of things at once, as opposed to just being locked in on the ball and trying to understand where it's going to go. If you have them thinking about the ball and the player that's beside him or the player that's in front of him moving, that always makes things a little bit more difficult. Something we do very well in most of the games, and something that wasn't sharp in the last game. And that gives an opportunity for teams that especially want to play on the counter. It gives them an opportunity to find the moments to break.
Yeah, it's Canada Day weekend, so it's only fitting that we do talk about the sport in this country and how far it's come along in the last few years. Maybe just your experience, just over, since taking over here with Forge, how the game has changed even in that short window in the country.
Yeah, you obviously when I started here, you have one vision of how things are going to work, and then I don't usually take a lot of time to think about what that's looked like over the past. But when you take that moment to do it, it's been absolutely fabulous. If you think about it just from our microcosm here at Forge, and you say 3 years into a league, you've played in 3 finals, you've won two championships, excellent play in CONCACAF, making it to Champions League and playing in Champions League. I think if you go back to 2019, most people would say you're crazy, but it's a vision we always had in our head. Then on a more global scale, and where Canadian soccer is, it's exactly where it deserves to be. It's got a great generation of players that I've seen. That many of them grew up through different systems, and it's just a matter of time. And I think it's only going to get better.
We are the Forge, the mighty, mighty Forge. You just don't think you understand.
This has been Forge FC head coach and technical director Bobby Smyrniotis and Behind the Beard. The most Forge content can be found on the Forge Audio Network with Anthony Urciuoli. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.